Have you ever thought about what would occur if pirates targeted a cruise ship? Or what steps you should take to stay alive if you fall overboard? How about what happens if a cruise ship leaves port without you in a foreign land? Well, get ready to rock the boat as we unleash some cruise ship secrets that are never told to passengers. Number 1. Pirate Plunderers. In April 2009, the MSC Melody, with nearly 1,000 passengers, sailed 500 miles off Somalia when 6 armed Somali pirates approached in a small speedboat. As gunfire broke out, passengers were ordered into cabins, uncertain if they'd be robbed, harmed, or worse. Cruise ships like the Melody have several anti-piracy measures: automatic identification systems to track nearby vessels, long-range acoustic devices emitting intense sonic beams over 1,000 feet, P-traps that entangle propellers with floating lines, and 80 MV anti-pirate water cannons that blast attackers. Some ships even employ armed security teams. The Melody was protected by Israeli guards who shut off the lights, used water cannons to target the pirates and their ladder, and ultimately opened fire, forcing the pirates to flee into the night. Pirate attacks on cruise ships are rare. They prefer merchant vessels with valuable cargo and minimal crew. Cruise ships often leave pirates saying, "Arr, not worth the plunder, me hearties." Number 2. Missing the boat. Aside from capsizing, cruise goers fear being left behind. In February 2019, a couple learned this after returning 45 minutes late to their Royal Caribbean cruise in the Bahamas. Cruise itineraries are tightly scheduled years in advance, and ports operate on strict timetables with high fees for delays. Waiting for late passengers is rarely an option. When guests disembark, they scan cruise cards, allowing staff to track who hasn't returned. If someone is missing, crew may enter their cabin to retrieve essentials like passports and leave them with port staff. If stranded without ID, guests must visit their embassy for replacements, then find transport to rejoin the cruise at its next port. However, unless the delay was caused by a cruise-sponsored excursion, passengers must cover all extra costs. This couple was left behind at the final port before returning to Miami and had to arrange their own way home. To avoid such mishaps, always follow ship time, which may differ from local time depending on the cruise line, and manually set your phone accordingly, or risk the dreaded pier run. Number 3. Below deck. Cruise ships are floating havens with impressive crew-to-guest ratios. Some, like Viking Mars, even have 1-to-1 ratios, while others average 1 crew member per 1.5 passengers. Staff work 10 to 12-hour days, 7 days a week, for 4 to 9-month contracts, handling multiple roles from bartending to housekeeping and guest activities. Below deck, the I-95 corridor links workspaces and cabins, keeping crew hidden from guests. About 85% of crew live below the waterline, sharing small cabins with 2 to 4 bunkmates and 1 bathroom. Crew are typically prohibited from mingling with guests, even off-shift, but have designated gyms, mess halls, mini-markets, barbershops, jacuzzis, and crew-only bars to unwind. After each contract, they receive several weeks or months off before returning. So next time you're sipping a sunset cocktail on deck, spare a thought for the hard-working crew keeping everything running smoothly behind the scenes. Number 4. Iceberg right ahead. While everyone knows of Titanic's iceberg disaster, modern cruise ships still face risks from smaller floating ice called growlers. In 2022, a Norwegian cruise line ship struck one near Hubbard Glacier, Alaska.
My God, Titanic 2.0. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh.
Thankfully, today's ships use advanced radar and soon AI-powered systems to detect icebergs from afar. The International Ice Patrol monitors around 1,000 icebergs in the North Atlantic to guide ships safely. Unlike Titanic's riveted construction, modern ships are welded, distributing stress more evenly and reducing failure risk. This design helped a Carnival cruise ship survive a 2024 iceberg collision in Alaska unharmed, while the Norwegian vessel sustained minor damage, ending its cruise early. Safety regulations have also advanced. SOLAS mandates regular drills and enough lifeboats for all passengers, so men can finally get in line alongside women and children. Thanks to these improvements, today's cruise passengers face far fewer dangers from icy waters. Number 5. Coffin Class. While cruise ships offer endless relaxation, many have onboard morgues for the rare event of a passenger's death during long voyages. Bodies are stored there until docking, often secretly removed early in the morning. Some ex-crew claim free ice cream signals, freezer space being cleared for a body if the morgue is full, though officials deny this, noting morgues typically hold up to 6 bodies. Morgues are kept separate from food storage for hygiene. A real clue is the cruise code Operation Rising Star for onboard deaths. Crew also use other secret codes. Alpha signals a medical emergency, Bravo, a fire, Delta, damage, flooding, injuries, or biohazard, Zulu, a fight, and PVI, public vomiting. The most dreaded is Code Oscar, Man Overboard. These codes help crew discreetly manage emergencies without alarming guests, keeping the cruise experience smooth even when serious situations arise behind the scenes. Number 6. Man Overboard. One unsettling thought for cruisegoers is, what if someone falls or jumps overboard? Cruise ships follow strict protocols. The bridge issues a Code Oscar alert, sometimes called Oscar Oscar Oscar, or Mr. Mob. MOB equals Man Overboard. Distress signals go out to nearby ships legally required to assist. The captain turns back to the approximate location. Overboards often happen due to excessive drinking or risky behavior. In 2019, Nick Nadev jumped 100 feet from Royal Caribbean's Symphony of the Seas, but was rescued unharmed, though banned for life. When ships move, rescue is harder, as with James Grimes, who survived 20 hours after falling from Carnival Valor in 2022. Only 48 of 212 overboard cases from 2000 to 2019 ended in rescue. Carnival and Disney now fit over 30 ships with detection systems that scan for falls and pinpoint locations. U.S. law mandates railings 3.5 feet high to prevent accidents. With fewer than 30 yearly incidents out of 27 million passengers, going overboard is extremely rare. The best advice? Just be sensible. Number 7. Cabin Fever. Spending a night in one of a cruise ship's most expensive suites is a dream for many cruise goers. Prices vary widely, with some of the most luxurious suites, like the Regent's Suite aboard the Seven Seas Splendor, costing as much as $11,000 per night. Cruise lines know their premium passengers expect jaw-dropping vistas from the swanky suites they've paid top dollar for. However, there's a catch. While the most expensive cabins promise luxury and comfort, they often come with a hidden downside: seasickness. Premium cabins are typically located at the very front of the ship and positioned high enough to offer the finest sea views. But this location also means more movement. Cruise ships behave like giant seesaws on the water, with the lower middle section acting as the ship's center of gravity. The farther a cabin is from this point, the more you'll feel the ship bobbing up and down. Some passengers have reported struggling to stay on their feet in certain presidential suites, especially during rough weather. Still, it's often a trade-off passengers are willing to make for the view and bragging rights at the ship's bar. Fortunately, modern cruise ships are equipped with seasickness-reducing stabilizers, oar-like appendages attached to the bottom of the ship below the waterline. These devices help steady the ship by pushing against its natural rolling motion. Controlled by hydraulic, electric, or pneumatic systems, stabilizers can reduce rolling and pitching by up to 80 to 90%, but they cannot eliminate motion completely. For those wanting smoother sailing, it's better to choose a cabin on lower decks near the middle of the ship. Since many of the best amenities, including restaurants, entertainment venues, and pools, are on the top decks, you can still enjoy amazing horizon views without risking too much cabin fever, at least when it comes to your stomach. Number 8. Port days. Many people love cruising because they get to wake up in a new city or country nearly every day. But experienced travelers often warn against rushing off the ship during port hours. While the casino and shops might close, most facilities stay open and are even more enjoyable without crowds. With most passengers ashore, the ship becomes peaceful and quiet, a perfect chance to relax and enjoy pool loungers or water slides without waiting. Spas and restaurants often offer discounts on port days, making it a great time to treat yourself. Plus, excursions ashore can be expensive, and ports attract pickpockets targeting visitors carrying cash and valuables. If you prefer to relax or find it hard to move around, staying on board can still be a great experience. Modern cruise ships are floating cities with plenty of free activities. For a balanced day, consider disembarking last, exploring briefly, then returning early to enjoy calm onboard time. Number 9. Sea of Spies. Cruise ships often promise smooth sailing and stunning sea views, but sometimes passengers discover unsettling secrets about their privacy. In October 2017, a Floridian couple boarding the Carnival Fantasy for a Caribbean cruise found a hidden recording device tucked among the TV wires in their stateroom, with its lens ominously pointed toward their bed. Carnival's investigation confirmed it was a video transmitter, but claimed it wasn't powered and couldn't record, claims the couple doubted. The device was handed over to the FBI, but updates on the case have remained mysteriously quiet since then. An even more disturbing case emerged in 2024 when a Royal Caribbean passenger filed a lawsuit after discovering hidden cameras planted by a former stateroom attendant on the Symphony of the Seas. Authorities revealed that up to 960 guests were secretly recorded in their bathrooms between December 2023 and February 2024 before the perpetrator was caught. Following a thorough investigation, he was convicted of numerous crimes involving these cameras and sentenced to 30 years in federal prison. Though these incidents are extremely rare, they serve as a strong reminder to stay vigilant and cautious even when enjoying a relaxing cruise. So pack your caution along with your sunscreen and flip-flops. Number 10. Busted buffets. Love them or hate them, buffets are the beating heart of cruise ship dining. But what the crew rarely admits is that some buffet items carry hidden risks you might want to reconsider before piling your plate high. Cruise lines put serious effort into food safety, yet with so much food being prepared, transported, and displayed by many hands, the risk of cross-contamination is never zero. Hygiene must be top-notch at every step, because if it slips, bacteria and viruses can spread fast in a ship's enclosed spaces. Temperature control is equally vital. Hot foods should stay above 140 degrees Fahrenheit, cold foods below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Since buffets are self-serve and unstaffed, food left out too long can easily enter the danger zone between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, where bacteria multiply rapidly. Raw foods like sushi and oysters are especially risky because they skip the cooking step that kills harmful microbes. To stay safe, stick to hot dishes, steaming fresh, or foods that look recently prepared. Even condiments pose problems. They often sit out all day in large vats without temperature control. And communal bottles pass from hand to hand, spreading germs. Aside from safety, many cruisers tend to overindulge in carb-heavy staples like pasta, bread rolls, and pastries since meals are included. But experienced travelers suggest limiting carbs to save room for pricier, unique dishes that make your cruise dining truly special. So go ahead, enjoy those buffet delights, but keep these tips in mind. Now, who's hungry? Have you ever been on a cruise and noticed some secrets I missed? Why not swim down to the comments section below? Let me know so I can make a part 2. As always, thanks for watching.